Sundust, and I'm the Executive Director of Digital Connect. It's a huge honor to be able to host Net Inclusion this year in Gila River Indian Community. Net Inclusion is the premier conference for the National Digital Inclusion Alliance, or NDIA, and at this conference, NDIA brings together practitioners, supporters, funders, pretty much anyone who is supportive of bridging the digital divide or closing the digital divide. And so to be able to host that here in Gila River Indian Community it's especially important because getting that kind of national attention on Indian country and bringing together other tribes around the country, hosting them here in Gila River, it's very special.
So NDIA's purpose is to help any organization that is helping their community members get connected to the internet and understand how to use it safely, to use it for health purposes and education and work and social and everything that's needed today. And one of the communities that we in particular try to assist are Indigenous communities. And we do so by supporting organizations in those communities. So we don't go into those communities, we wait until we are invited, and then we support them with building up their capacity in order to provide those services, which is what Digital Connect provides in Gila River.
DCI is very closely aligned with NDIA. While they focus mostly on research and policy advocacy and practitioner support, everything they do funnels into the work that we do, DCI and other community-based organizations throughout the country on the ground in our communities. So for example, they kickstarted this whole digital navigator program, and through a grant we were able to benefit from that work and start our own digital navigator program, and now we're continuing it on.
Hi, my name is Tyler Smith, and I am the digital navigator for Digital Connect. The value that I get from attending the Net Inclusion is just a recharge, meeting individuals who come from different backgrounds and communities like myself, and just connecting and sharing each other's stories and our success. That is the biggest thing that I get from coming to the conference. My goal as a digital navigator for Digital Connect is to help create a sustainable digital navigator program that will continue for the future.
First of all, because it is for our people, it's for our youth, it's for our families, and it helps them to grow, connect better. We need to limit the time on devices, but overall, we're being able to establish, actual connections, helping revitalize the language even, bringing it back to working with our tribal education department and having QR codes created so there's a correct pronunciation of words. Employment, our employees are being able to be upskilled through our department and helping them learn how to use Microsoft Suite better, communications, Outlook, Office, Teams, you name it. And we're trying to be available to help wherever we can. And passion, it is for the people. It is for, our future generations. It's for our families now that are so disconnected, and helping them to learn, about the accessibility, about the options that we have but haven't had in the past.
My name is Amanda MacDonald. I'm the program manager for Digital Connect, which is a part of Gila River Telecommunications, Inc., which is owned and operated by the Gila River Indian Community, where we are right now. I have worked here for 4 years. I was actually the first employee. It was an initiative initiated by the board at the time, because they realized that digital skills are very important for everyone, but especially for the members of their community. We have a lot of different programs in the works and that we're doing right now, but our biggest program, and I think the one that we've been doing the longest, is what we call Tech for Elders, using Senior Planet programming. So I've been doing that along with my team members, boots on the ground, going throughout the community. There's 7 districts in this community. Each one of them has their own service center. Each one of them has their own unique challenges and strengths. So we just go throughout the community and meet people where they are to teach them the skills that they need to be successful in whatever their goals are.
So NDIA is recognizing 8 Indigenous-led organizations or tribal communities this year with an award called the 7-Star Communities Award. And it's nice to recognize the hard work that Gila River Indian community is doing. I'm really proud of my community, NGRTI, Gila River Telecommunications, for putting so much of an emphasis on making sure that we serve our own people well.
So over many years, Gila River Telecommunications would go above and beyond and out of their way to provide extra services. Like, there was always a customer who needed help, maybe one-on-one walking through a process, one-on-one education on how to use their laptop, use their iPad. And a couple of years ago, GRTI leadership decided to formalize this and created Digital Connect initiative. And from there on, a lot of services just took off when it came to inclusion, digital literacy, and partnering throughout the community for education.
I've seen the impact that DCI has had on several different areas. The first one is definitely with elderly. I get to work with elderly. And so some of our elders will share what they've learned on how to utilize email, how to video conference with their family members, and so from that aspect. But also we've had the opportunity for them to train our program itself, the Office of Community Manager. And so at one point they came in and shared with us how to utilize some of the applications on Microsoft, and that helped us increase our communication and our effectiveness, as well as progress many of our projects quicker because of that. And so I see that that's the impact that DCI makes.
And then, of course, finally, we worked really closely with the Gila River Indian community, like our tribal leadership and Office of the Community Manager, on a couple of different projects. For one was the Wi-Fi project, getting all that equipment installed to provide Wi-Fi in the community. But another important one has been the digital inclusion study, which truly is a tribal project. It's the Gila River community owned and initiated that project. We just carried out the activities.
The financial support for these programs is still uncertain, not only because of what's occurring politically right now, but also this is a fairly young field, and so there isn't really a clear path as to how we will continuously fund digital equity programs. So we really encourage anyone who's interested in this work, whether it's making a financial donation or volunteering or providing computers that can be distributed. If there's some aspect or some expertise you can bring, I welcome you into the community that is the digital equity community.
We want to see more of our own people, Akmadautam and Pipash people, in technology fields. We want to see more of our people in computer science and cybersecurity and artificial intelligence and telecommunications. We want to see more of our people in command of these fields so that we can control them for the betterment of our own people, rather than having to rely on outside expertise. Let's bring that expertise inside and prepare for the future. If we don't start now, it's going to be a lot more difficult later down the line. And so that's why focusing on STEM education now is important for us, because we're preparing for the future generations.